sweet attack of this. This is from Lithuanian Bakery. Do you see this? This is layer and layer and layer of a Napoleon Torte with buttercream and phyllo, and buttercream and phyllo, and buttercream and phyllo, and buttercream. Oh, and then there's a line of apricot. Oh, and yeah, it becomes one of your favorite cakes that we offer to you during the holiday times here at QVC. We don't have the opportunity to bring it to you all year round. These are all handmade. They all take 3 days to make. They all take 3 days to make, and they basically are a buttercream dream melt in your mouth. Now, I'm gonna take a bite of this in a second, but I want you to know, I mean, how good is that?
Well, Alberti and I got to taste these. They were sent to our home. We looked at it. We get lots of cakes, and we're like, The next phone call we made to each other was, have you lost your mind on the Napoleon cake?
Ate half the cake.
We ate half the cake, and it's never here.
That's how good it is.
Because it takes 3 days to make.
Oh,
and
delicious.
it's here now.
All right, so you get your choice. Either the vanilla apricot, which is the original. It is the best seller. It always sells out. So if you want that original vanilla apricot, please, please don't wait. We also have chocolate raspberry, which I will do you this service right now of showing you what's on the inside, because they have that raspberry dream line right down the center there. And your payment today is 4 payments of $16.66. Now, M74274 is your item number. I'm going to introduce you right now to Alfie Macavicius, and he is part of the family that brought this recipe with them to America when they came here, when they migrated to this country several generations ago. Alfie, welcome.
Alfie.
It is great to have you back on air.
Oh, it's good to be back. Nice to see you guys again.
Nice to see you. Now, Alfie, listen, we love this cake. We beg the buyers to bring this back to us every single time. I think selfishly because we love it so
100%.
much.
We love this cake.
But can you tell everyone about this beautiful, I would say this traditional recipe that your family brought to America?
Yeah, well, it's not phyllo dough. Actually, it's a dough we create on our own. It's a butter wafer.
Wow.
So, like you said, it was a 3-day process, and so it all has many, many steps to get through. There's 17 layers in all, each and every one of those torts. So it's a very labor-intense artisan project, and so yeah, with lots of butter. I mean, butter's like the biggest ingredient of the whole thing. So it's a really well put together dessert because it's got the savory of the wafers and then the sweetness of the creams, and then you got a little tartness of that apricot. And with the chocolate, it's exactly the same, but we do a chocolate cream in there with nuts and the raspberry layer also, but everything has the 17 layers in it.
You know, you know, Derek in my ear is shooting my piece of cake.
This
I
is like a dream come true. Oh, I know. Rachel and I are
Alberti
both like watching our calories, and we were both saying today, there's no way we're going to even try to watch our calories with this, because we love this cake so much.
We love this cake. It's crazy.
All right, so vanilla apricot is the kind of like the traditional, but Alfie, for us here at QVC, you created this beautiful chocolate raspberry with the jimmies on top, the little sprinkles on top. Talk to us about this one.
Well, that one's kind of like, it took a while to do because there was never a chocolate raspberry version of it. So after several attempts of making chocolate wafers and this and that and doing different types of creams, we came up with the idea that, you know what, just use the original wafers and then make this chocolate cream out of the same vanilla cream, but we just make it in the chocolate way. And that one came out good to my liking. I didn't like the ones we did before, but this was a perfect one now.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
It's a moment of
I
silence.
think like is not even nearly a good enough of word for this. It is
to
like you love this thing, right?
And you know what's so cool, Alfie, is that it's so unlike any other cake anyone has ever tasted.
Yeah.
Like, two things that struck me. I've never tasted anything like this, and can I have more?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we stayed in business, or staying in business for 59 years. We've been in since 1963. All family held, all tightly. We're a really, really small bakery. So a lot of family works in there too. I have a crew that does the torts with me. And so yeah, we're just
Alfie-
gearing up for our holiday right now.
I have a question because we have it at kind of like room temperature. What do we do when we get it home so that we get it perfectly, right? Because there's a way to eat it so that that kind of buttercream in the middle, whatever that creaminess in the middle is like pudding-like. So what do you suggest for the best eating experience?
It will come to you frozen, and to thaw it out, you just about an hour it takes to thaw it out, and it's best served at room temperature. But the nice thing about it is, if you have any left over, you can refreeze it again as long as you wrap it up really tight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
And,
you'll eat this.
Unopened, it'll last up to a year in your freezer. So for the holidays coming up, get a couple, get one of each. It's.
I want to let everyone know what's going on, Alfie, okay? Because this sold out last April when we brought it to you. If you want the chocolate raspberry, we're last call. If you want the vanilla apricot, oh my gosh, 600 remain. Here's what I want you to know.
Don't sleep on
When
That's
we
the most
bring you
popular one.
Lithuanian Bakery, we cannot bring you tens of thousands, right? Like our today's special value, 14,000 sets of the, sold. We cannot do that for you. They're all made by hand. It takes 3 days to make each one of these cakes, and they are hand-packed and sent to you or anywhere in the country. If you want this, now's your chance to get it. Just to show you again the inside of that vanilla with the apricot, that line of the apricot. Alfie, I will never forget the day that we launched this here at QVC, right? Because it's so different. There's nothing like this.
Well, that's what we like to hear. Here, got some right here for you too. I'm gonna enjoy it after the show.
All right.
Oh my God.
One last bite. I know Rachel and I can't stop eating
stop
this.
eating it.
Chocolate. I want to show you again the inside of that chocolate because you've got the vanilla wafer, but you've got the chocolate buttercream. There's your raspberry line. M74274 is your item number for that. Here's your last update. 4 payments of $16.66. If you want that chocolate, we are last call. If you want the vanilla, by the way, they come in a really beautiful, like, bakery box. It's like you went to the Main Street bakery and picked this up. So if you're sending this to somebody, it's absolutely beautiful. And then Alfie, I'm just gonna take this one home because it's just my favorite thing ever.
Here's the bakery box.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, right there.
All right, so listen, stay on the lines for this. M74274 is your item number. Now's your chance to get that home and try it out for yourself. Alfie, thank you so much. Always great to have you and your brand on air with us here at Gourmet Holiday.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, listen, the crew